ladies. I hope that you all are doing well today. I have a design team project from Jennifer at A Trace of Sparkle, and my project is called Blanca's Vintage Journal Set, and it will be available in my Etsy shop if you are interested. And it is a beautiful set. I just kept adding things to Blanca, and I wanted to I always think I don't make enough ephemera, and then I over make ephemera, so then I have to make a purse or a bag to store them in. But that makes the project that much more fun for me. I love making purses and vintage style purses and bags. So let's get going on this. There's a lot to show you. So I know that, you know, we are full-blown into summertime over here where I live. The other day on Saturday, it was 105 degrees. It has been so hot, and we're just finally getting a little bit of rain every now and then, but it's still very dry and so hot. I can't believe it. I can't wait for autumn and wintertime. Those are my two favorite seasons. I love autumn and all the beautiful colors, but I love every season that the Lord God gives me, and I'm very thankful, and I love each and every one of you, and you just all touch my heart when you leave me a comment, and you're also, you know, encouraging, and thank you so much for being here with me today as well. So let's get going. Let me show you the first thing that one of the last things actually that I made is Blanca's bag. So this is made out of a vintage tablecloth, and it is just gorgeous. And I took my time sewing her into perfection here. So I wanted something really pretty, and it is quite large. Let me see if I can zoom out just a little bit here. All right. So this bag measures, I'm not going to go to the handles. I'm going to just measure the bag. From top to bottom, it is 17.5 inches. So it's quite large. It's quite big, and it's a really vintage, shabby, just yumminess, right? And then let's see, the width is about 14 inches, so that is quite large bag there. And for the closure, I wanted to do something different. I used this gorgeous ribbon that I've put in my antique lace and applique bundles before. It's just gorgeous, and it went perfect with the vintage feels here and antique things in this bag. And I made a clip, and you could put the clip anywhere. You could really put it in between the holes, or I used it for the closure of the bag, and it's a really soft bag. So you can hang this on your wall, or on your doorknob, or on a chair, or even a coat rack. You know, that'd be so pretty. And it hangs beautifully. I'm gonna try and insert a picture of it hanging so you get the feel of what it looks like. Here I made a snippet clip, and I used some things. I bought a paper pack from Jenifer a while back. I believe it was 2 years ago. And in the little box that was with the paper pack had all these yummy goodies. So it was that in there, and that just gorgeous. And this little rosebud, and this little doily, and that bling there. And then this here, this cameo, Kim at Angel Dream Crafts made this and gave this to me. And I just thought it went beautifully with the theme. Look at her. Isn't she just so vintage, yummy, gorgeous? So this piece here, the dangle, is from a vintage wedding dress from the sleeve. And I just put it in there. And then I tied all these yummy goodies to dangle down the bag. And then more chiffon hanging from the back. I just tied it into the doily here, a piece of doily. So it's really soft, and it's really nice. It's pretty. So I hope that you like that clip. The dangle is gorgeous, isn't it? So pretty. And I have all my fans and air conditioning on, so it is super hot. We're supposed to get rain today. Okay, so inside is 100% cotton, and I did machine sew it all the way around, and I machine sewed the ribbon for the handle. And the ribbon, you can take the bow apart and adjust the length of the handle if you wish. And then inside, let's take a look at these goodies. I just love this tablecloth, don't you? Look at the back. Hold on. The back has some staining on the back, but I love that. It just gives it character. It's just a gorgeous tablecloth. I didn't even want to use it, but it was given to me by a wonderful lady on Etsy, given to me, and it had a little piece cut from it, so it's okay. And it's so big, and I love the loops on the edge here, and I just wanted it to dangle, you know, very shabby. But here I have made so much ephemera, it will not fit in the journal, but that's okay. That is okay. That's what makes journaling so fun. There's no rules, right? There's just go with what your heart feels and, you know, what you feel like making. So I made quite a bit. Let me fix this. I made quite a bit. So when I did put it in to the journal, it wouldn't even close. I thought that was funny. A lot of you, look how pretty this is. It's just a super soft, I mean, this cotton is like buttery soft. So here's the inside of the bag. Everything's machine sewed beautifully for you. It's just a gorgeous bag, and the way it hangs is just so pretty. Okay. A lot of you might recognize this. So 2 years ago, I do believe, unless it was last year, I will insert the design team project I did for this. Well, I took it out of Etsy. I didn't like the way it looked. It was too grungy. So I had to soften it up. And here's a tie here. And I did glue the applique all the way around. There was a pocket, but this applique stretched too much. And then these beautiful shabby flowers and this gorgeous trim here. I did change the appliques down here at the bottom. So I changed the appliques down here at the bottom, and then you have this gorgeous long dangle. So pretty. And then these are pockets, but I did not add anything into them because this is folding, and this is made out of a bread bag and parchment paper, coffee dyed parchment paper. But look at that gorgeous applique there, and I put a cameo here, and then I fixed this too, and I added this vintage trim here. And inside, oh, and the digitals I used will be listed in my description box. I used so many, I'm just going to list them. And then the others are ephemera I've had for quite some time. So I just added some more ephemera. So I added this here. I thought it went well with the project. And then here's the inside. You could see the Nature's Promise. I love sourdough bread. It's just a bread bag with parchment paper. And then on the inside is this beautiful, I do believe it's an envelope, and it was in a paper pack I bought from Jenifer a while back. So, and in the little box, like I told you, she had embellishments, and this was part of it. This is a button. Beautiful rhinestone button there. And then I put rhinestones here. My mama's lace and this gorgeous glitter paper wrapped around the envelope, and then this is the signature. And then I have this antique lace hanging down, and you could see the brown glitter paper there too as well. And this is that museum corset. I love this corset. Applique here, and then more applique here. No, this is lace. This is the lace. And then I added my mama's lace here. I love it. So vintagey. And some cardboard, and I painted blush pink chalk paint on it, just with my finger. I love painting finger paint, right? Okay, so in this chiffon here, I just open it like this, and there is a pocket in the front holding this gorgeous lady. I love her. She's so beautiful. And I love the envelope that Jennifer did. It is so perfect that went with this project. And then on the back side is another pocket, and it opens up this way. And on top, you can see the trim there. And here's this museum corset. Beautiful, isn't it? And I just added a pink bow at the top. And then inside, I put a tag here. I used the envelope flap and glued down the ends to make a pocket. And then here's a tag here with a button and a little pocket in rhinestone. Little pocket here. And inside, I do believe these are her French labels. Aren't these just so fun? I love these. So that is like perfect. That's beautiful. And it just, I fold the lace back and then just tuck it in. And then I just added her digital papers here, Jennifer's, and I did a punch there, and a paper punch, and then lots of tea dyed papers, lined papers, and everything is removable. I love the tea dyed lined papers. They came out perfectly. I love that. You know what? I wish, I have an idea for you, Jennifer. Make lined papers, but with pink lines. Or black lines. Or both. I just think that'd be pretty. Probably be easier to just do that. So it's just a bunch of papers. Oh, here's a pocket here. And then I put in this label. It says Paris. And then a tag back here. So you could decorate your book however you'd like. You can move around the papers. And then back here is another tag. And I did some collaging with the same paper as the front, and lace, and kind of like a applique hidden pocket with a pin and a bugle bead there. And another French label here. You can definitely print these out on stickers like Bella Blue and put them on your projects. Oh gosh, that'd be so fun. I'm gonna have to print out some more. Okay, so this is this little journal. So pretty, right? And then you just tie it like this. So take your chiffon, and you're gonna tie it like you're tying a bow, right? But you take the loop, the second loop, and bring it all the way through and pull, and then flip over your rhinestone button there. Isn't that just pretty? So pretty. Okay, so, and then this is for the signature I tied it in with this lace here. Okay, so that is so fun, right? All right, and then take your other chiffon and just tie up a little bow. And I love this chiffon. It's stretchy. So pretty. All right, so there's that. And then I made a corset. I made a corset notepad. I couldn't help myself. So everything is neutral colors, but I added a little bit of pink every little bit, you know. And I just love pink, you know, so especially with gorgeous neutral colors. So I made a corset here, and the tie of the corset holds your pin. Just simply untie and carefully take it out, and when you put it back in, just pick up on the loops. You can loosen it carefully. I'm not going to take it out, and this is vintage ribbon here and vintage lace, and it's being held by a paper clip. So all your corsets are just beautifully tea-dyed papers here. So they're in a shape of a corset. I thought that was so cute. I was like, a corset, and here's a pink paper. I had to add it in there. And here's some more. I just think it's cute, right? Take a little note down and another pink one on a corset notepad. Why not? And then this gorgeous digital here. One of my favorites. So pretty. Need a wallpaper, one wall in the craft room, right? And then this is just a double row of ruffles. So here's a corset notepad. All right. So on the bottom of the pin, I do want to show you. The bottom of the pin has a plastic piece. Just simply pull off the plastic piece, but because it's going to go in the mail, I'm not going to take it off. So make sure you take that off when you receive your package, when you're ready to use your corset notepad. And then in this one here, now these are my templates I did for a design team project probably 2 years ago, and this one too. So I'll leave that video for you could download the template. So you could use Jenifer's digitals, and you can make your beautiful projects. Wouldn't that be fun? So this one here is quite large. So it is double-sided. It is wrapped with over 100-year-old lace. It is just gorgeous. Gorgeous lace. And it has, this is the back side, and it has an applique, a flower dangle, and a rose dangle. And then up here I wrapped yardage of this vintage lace that I used to have in my Etsy shop. Yardage. I don't know how much. I just wrapped it till it looked how I wanted it. And then I added this charm and this button here. And then here's some more antique laces here. So these are real pretty, and they're just tucked in the lace up there. So these antique laces are gorgeous. Look at these. Oh, they're so pretty. I love them. So I bought a box of antique laces that I will be making bundles towards the end of the year. So this is so yummy. So yummy here. Look at this color. And it's just beautiful with lace masterboard digital, isn't it? Isn't that a gorgeous digital? So I wanted to include this too. Here's another lace masterboard, and I machine sewed the chiffon to make a deep pocket. And on the back side, I do believe I'll just leave everything that I used in the description box. This is an antique applique. So yummy. Isn't that just gorgeous? So I have a few of these, and I wanted to put it in this project because Blanca wore exquisite lace dresses. So it is backed with this antique chiffon, and it is hand sewn all the way around. I didn't do it, whoever made this gorgeous lace here. So I'm going to put this back in here, and this goes perfectly with the digitals that I picked out for this design team project. I wanted to incorporate many different ones because a lot of them go really well with each other. All right, let's look at this first. So this is another envelope that came in a pack that I got from Jenifer, and I wanted to make more embellishments, you know. Can't stop making them. Oops. And this is, okay, that's glued in there. This antique applique is just pinned in with this pin here. And on the front is one of Jenifer's tags from the paper kit that I got from her. And then when you open it, let's see, I put some yummy ephemera inside. So over here are 3 labels from Baroque Impressions, and again, it's an envelope. Flipped up the flap here and just glued the edges. I think I glued the, yeah. So here's this lady on vellum, and here's this. This is just presentation paper there. And then I love this tag. This is gorgeous, so pretty. And then this little mini postcard, and then this one as well, and it's perforated right there, so you could, you know, use it 2 different ways if you want to. And then on the inside over here is this beautiful piece, just on paper. All the beautiful clothes she used to wear. And then here, this was from Baroque Impressions, the applique, tea-dyed applique wrapped around a glycine bag. And on the inside here, I did, and this is just a tag with coffee-dyed glycine paper there. We haven't even gotten to the journal yet. Okay, so here I wrapped chiffon as for the signature in a bow. And then I took this tag here and just made a little notebook. It's just extra scrap papers. Just lots of little fun things to do. So then I put the bow this way. And then that is it. I hope you like this little ephemera piece here. And then just wrap it around and tuck it on the back side. Aren't Jenifer's envelopes so pretty? They're so fun and inspiring to play with. And then we have this last one here. Okay, so this was a piece of fabric from my last design team project from Bella Blue, and it's fabric. So I wanted to make a little yummy book of some sort. Let me get in closer. Okay, so this is removable, the closure. It's just clipped in here with that, and you can remove it. And I bought from Dawn Marie, Uniquely Yours by Dawn Marie. She has sales every month. Tea bags. And I did see Jenifer use a tea bag, so I got inspired and I wanted to make something similar. And I sewed it into the fabric, but I didn't come up to the top where you close the tea bag. That way you could pull on your strings and close it gently if you wish. And I did put these beads on here. One's a pearl, one's a bead. So pretty. And here's an antique applique just pinned in. And inside are my vintage pearls, quite a bit. So these are my miniature vintage pearls, which you've seen many of times. And then you flip it over here, and then we have, this is all on dots, so you can remove every bit of this, just not the lace or fabric. And then in here, this is fun. So I get inspired all the time by things that you can remove and replace if you wish, because it's just so fun to use your imagination. So you just remove the top paper clip, no, pin, safety pin, and I made a little pocket, and on the top and bottom clips, pins, I just added this lace, and it kind of curled up when I cut it. It's so pretty. So on the inside of this pocket here, I added this bling. So you'll have to go around and find all your treasures. So here's this bling here. You have to go around and find all your little treasures, right? So then just take your pin, and all you have to do is just pin it together. And to be honest, you probably don't even need to do this, but that's okay. Okay, so that is that one. And then here where you can see where I sewed it. And then on this one here, I did the same thing. I put a pin in the middle, and I'm going to take this out. I hope you can see. How did I put this pin in here? There's so much to look at, I know. That's why I overdo it. All right, so I've folded down that lace to make a pocket this time. And then I put this gorgeous, yummy piece in there. And it looks vintage, to be honest. So pretty. And then she just goes back in there. The lace goes over the Swiss dot tool. It is gorgeous. So I bought that Swiss dot tool from an Etsy shop, and of course I bought it all out because I'm in love with it. And I keep going back and looking to see if she has more. And I can't run out. And then here I put in one of my vintage appliques just pinned in with this little pearl, and then that's on a dot. Look at that. It is so pretty. And it's so soft. Okay, and then this one, I had this one closed up. I put beads on here as well. And then you could just open up your tea bag, and I put rhinestone chain in here, and quite a bit too as well. And then down here, that way you can find all your yummy pieces. This is from a vintage chandelier. It is so pretty. And I just put it on the clip there. So this was so fun to make. And then just refluff your little curls. You see how it curled up when I cut it? So pretty. And I'm trying to remember, I think that lace came from the lady I bought all the vintage appliques. I think that's the lace from her too, and I don't have much of it. So now that I know it curls when I cut it all by itself, is so pretty. So this is a cute little fabric book. So let me get this stuff out of the way, and then we're going to get into the journal. As I'm putting that stuff away, I'm just in love with this. This is so pretty. So pretty. I enjoyed making this. All right. Okay, so here's the journal. This is so, I laugh at myself because I just don't stop, really, to be honest. I just keep going. I just wanna, there was a bug or something. I just gotta love summertime. Okay, so here's the journal, and I wrapped this doily. So I bought this from Dawn Marie, and this is so soft and so delicate, so pretty doily. It's a square doily. It's gorgeous. Looks like there's pulled thread in here too. So pretty. I love this. I can't cut it up. It's meant, I bought this just for this wallpaper, and it barely closes, but it's so pretty. I had to do it. And then this vintage feather brooch. It is missing a rhinestone at the very top, but it doesn't take the beauty away from it, does it? Okay, so let's look at Blanca here. So that is a lovely brooch there. All right, let's take a look at Blanca. So, and it is a very heavy journal. So this thing's square here. I'm gonna measure it. That way you all know what you're buying. I mean, I'd like to know myself. It's almost 22 inches long. "13 inches wide. It's a nice, very nice. It's a beautiful doily, isn't it? I just think it's just gorgeous. I mean, you could use this in your craft room for a decoration. You know it? It's so pretty. Okay, so here is Blanca. Now she is quite large too, aren't you, Blanca? You're just gonna take up the whole desk here. So let's measure her real quick and then get in here. I thought 13.5 inches, but it's not going to measure right either by 10. 13.5 long by 10. It's actually bigger than that. Okay, so let me see if I can expand this out even more. Hold on. Okay, so I'm calling her Blanca because this is from Blanca's Reflection, and I love this picture. And this frame bout didn't fit on here, but it was too late. I already glued it, right? And it took days to set. So, and then these satin roses are from a vintage wedding dress, and I put rhinestones in each of the 3 rolled roses, so there's 6 of them all together. And then I tucked in some Swiss dot and cheesecloth in between the frame, and vintage Russian veil. I love vintage Russian veil. Let's get in closer real quick. Okay, so can you see the detail now? Now the frame was silver, and I painted it antique white. And to get that antique look, you take your brush and your paint and you dab it on like this. So that's what I did with the antique white, and I got that at Hobby Lobby. And then I used antique gold, or antique gold here from Hobby Lobby as well. Those are my favorite colors. And then I just pretty much gilded the frame with the antique gold. But it's so pretty. It came out just pretty, but it about didn't fit. So it kind of sticks out here and here, but that's okay. So pretty. I really enjoyed putting this journal set together. And then you remember the chiffon and the rhinestone here and the pearl chain, and the chiffon just kind of just dangles over the edge, you know. Okay, and then I did put 3 velcros to keep this shut. And I didn't put anything on this pocket because of the frame. I was going to put something, but you can put whatever you'd wish over here. And then here's the velcro pieces here. And when you close your journal, you want to bring it in like this, all the way in where it's coming around the journal, okay? Coming around the journal like that. And then you want to bring the cover up and do this. I just wanted to share that with you because You know, sometimes things get hard. You know, okay, so in this pocket here, and you can take this lace out and all these if you wish. So here I put in this beautiful vintage paper and beautiful applique. I did not tea dye it, it's just old. And the sun is going away because they're calling for rain. But this gorgeous vintage music paper here is just gorgeous, and it is double-sided. So here's the applique on a gold clip here, and then here Jean de Paris song here, and then here isn't that just a gorgeous piece? It took me a while to use it in my projects. And then here's a corset that I just printed out and kind of made it look vintage, and I did tea dye the back side, so you could do whatever you wish with this. And then here is a Journal des Damoiselles, a little piece here. This is vintage as well, authentic. And then this is from Jenifers Digital. Isn't that just gorgeous? Love it. I love vintage antique. So I wanted to put this ballerina corset in here. It's so pretty. I love that corset. That's in Pink Pirouette and Vintage Pirouette Digitals in Jenifers Etsy shop, I do believe. Alright, so that is in that pocket. And then here's the journal. Now, I did have to make a cover for it because the lace, just a little one, the lace that you want to tie in the signatures, you have to pull pretty tight. So it is very important that you do a nice, tough, it doesn't have to be tough, but you know, whatever. Okay, so I did crisscross this at here, not in the back of the journal, just to keep it in. So let's remove the journal real quick and take a look at this. Here's the journal inside of the cover, and there's that and that. So pretty. And then here's the back. So pretty. So we're going to put Blanca over here, and we're going to get into her journal. Okay? Let's put these yummy papers back over here because it's just too yummy. Alright, so here's this heavy journal. This is probably one of the biggest, heaviest journals I've ever done. And the cover is, and I didn't want to do a closure because the journal is the closure, right? We tie it in. It is a digital. It is tea-dyed parchment paper with the same vintage lace tablecloth. And I kind of scrunched it up, and just the sound of the cover is just amazing. And the spine is a 1.5 inch spine. And I wanted it really vintagey, antique-y feel, right? I keep bumping the camera. So here's the other side of the inside of the cover here. Isn't that just yummy sounding? I love it so much. I had so much fun making this journal. It is starting to rain, and you see how I gathered it together as I sewed it. And I cut the lace not straight. I kind of went around the lace shape of the laces. And most of the dangles in here I made myself. So there is 2 signatures. This thing is heavy. And I think it's because I used glass chandelier beads. This one's from Neri, but my other ones are vintage. And they're quite heavy. So I did clip on this one here. So I put these beads on here, and then I had to make my own little thing here to loop around. So this is open, but it won't come off. So that is so pretty. It's very heavy, and that is glass. Alright, so let's get in here. Don't you just love that sound? I love it so much. I'm gonna have to do more journals like this, because I really like the small papers, the large papers, where there's no limit. You know, when you do a tall journal, you have to do all tall, but I wanted this one to come out not like a waterfall journal, just like all the papers hanging out. I think it's so cool. Okay, so this is I love all these digitals. So pretty. And then this just is paper clipped like that. And then this here, this is just gorgeous. This is a yoke, and this is it's either antique or vintage, but it is a sample. This is a real sample from Garfield and Stilal Company, made in France. This is just gorgeous, the mocha color. And then I made this dangle down here as well. This is a black, silver, and a beautiful amber color. And even the lace behind it, and it's not attached, it's attached to this gorgeous lace as well. I love it. So pretty. And I did machine sew all the laces in except for the ones I pinned in. Alright, this is, I will leave the Etsy shop too, where I got these vintage feathers and the laces. And, okay, so here's this gorgeous vintage, I do believe it's antique. It is so pretty. And I wanted to give you some of these. And in here are these journaling tags. Blanca was a collector of vintage things, and she wanted to keep them. And then here is a piece of authentic January 1959 magazine, but I like the compresso belt here. Figure slim, tummy supported, bulges gone, waist nipped. I love that. I thought this went really well with Blanca's gorgeous things here. And then here is altar lace. Isn't that just gorgeous? Shows you how to make this lace. So pretty. And then here we did this flip here. So on the back side of this, I love this piece of ephemera here. Now on the last video I did, I put the washi tape on this side, but I also put it on this side. And then that just gets clipped up here. So this is a nice size journal here, isn't it? It's so fun. And then in this pocket here with this vintage applique, I put this tag. Isn't that pretty? And I did give you a brand new roll of washi tape, and it's French script black and beige. Isn't that just gorgeous? Do you hear the rain? The perfect time for a video and rain, and it's just so pretty. I love rain. Okay, over here is this gorgeous lace here, an applique, and inside, and this is a charm here. On the inside are some goodies. So they're very pretty. Wait till you see them. You can either decorate your journal or just keep them in here whenever you wish. Isn't that just pretty? And then I love this. And I did tea dye this to make it look even more vintage. I love the different size papers and things. Remember, all this can be removed and replaced. And this, look at this wallpaper. Isn't that just pretty? Love it. Love this lace. I got these two from Dawn Marie, and gosh, they're so pretty. Okay, so over here is a flip-up notepad. So you flip up the lace, and it is tied with antique lace here. And I put a little tassel here with some antique and vintage laces attached to more vintage laces. And here's a notepad here. I love it. Tea-dyed line paper, and it's I hole punched up here to tie it in. And then over here is Jenifer's ephemera, and it's just paper clipped to more tea-dyed paper, but isn't it just gorgeous? I mean, it looks real. It's so pretty the way it came out. And then here's this lace on this page. Lined paper, authentic, from Journal de Demoiselles, June 1897. This is really old. I love it. And then here I made a clip of this lace, and I just put a brooch here and some chiffon dangle down here. And it is, that's how I made it, a Swiss dot with the crochet piece here. And it is a clip, and you can remove the applique if you wish. And it just clips on here. Oh, and behind it were these. I love the lined paper where it's, okay, so here's the middle signature, and I did washi tape the two lined papers together. Here's more of that authentic yummy yummy. And then over here I made another clip. Let's see if there's anything on the back side. Yes, there is. Well, here's a clip that I made with some vintage chiffon and a vintage stamp, and I just machine sewed it around this doily here, and I put more applique back there on the dots if you want to remove it. Then I made this tag. This is from Blanca's Reflection, and I just made a tag here. Just collaged some yummy laces and embossed papers on some thick tea-dyed cardstock. Thought it was pretty. Isn't that pretty? Perfume bottle. I love it. So pretty. And then behind it is a love letter written from England, but it's not English. It looks German to me, but I'm not sure. But this is 1952, and it is 3 pages, and I felt like she wrote it to her fiance, now her hubby, right? And she's just cute. I love her. So I just tucked her in here, and then put that there, and then put this clip back up here. So let's put this clip up here first. Couldn't put too much ephemera in here. And then over here is more of that antique sample lace with the authentic label just pinned into the tulle. So behind this clip are these 2 tags. Isn't that just pretty? Love it. So pretty. And then over here is another notepad tied with antique lace and a little, little bauble there. And then I love this. So you just flip this up, and again, you have a tea-dyed lined papers and a little notepad here. Lots of fun interacting things to do, right? And then this vintage lace here. Here's the other side of the wallpaper. Isn't that just pretty? Love it. And in this pocket here are these 2 tags. I think it goes like that. Yeah. Isn't that just fun? I love these pockets. And then over here, remember we did this together. So untie it like this because it is antique lace and it will tear. It is very delicate. And unroll it like that. 1890 to 1891. This is what they were on their travels for summertime. And then the back side of the paper. I love this. Isn't that pretty? See, I did put washi tape on the back side to give it a little extra strength. And this is authentic too. And then just, you know, just tie a light bow. I wouldn't tie anything too tight. Just like that. Those ladies are so pretty to me. I love all this ephemera. A lot of this extra ephemera I do believe I got from Sierra. And this gorgeous lace here. Alright, here was part of my old design team project. I tore it apart. I wanted to. Okay, here's another dangle that I made. So here's this pale pink chandelier bead here, and with these beads on here. I had fun doing this. And then I just have it flipped up like that. So here is another notepad, and this is could be rolled out like this. And behind here is a pocket on some coffee dyed parchment paper. On the inside, I wrapped an applique around this tag here. More parchment paper. Nobody knows that there's a pocket there. And then in this pocket are these tags. They're pretty. So vintagey feels, huh? Okay, so I leave the crystal up, and it's clipped up here with seam binding. And it's clipped onto this paper, and I tied it into a bow. So it's just clipped in there. You can remove it. And here's some more of that newspaper 1959 there. Swiss tool. And this lace pocket goes pretty long, hanging down. And then here is just a little book tied with chiffon again, just with scrap papers. Pink lines. Here's pink lined paper. Yay, pink lined paper. Ooh. So that is so pretty. And that was a tag, and I just folded it and turned it into a little mini journal. Isn't that pretty? So remember, presentation paper, print it out, leave it on there for 24 hours, tea dye just this side, bake it 400, and I splashed water on here too. So pretty. So here is the end of the first signature, and you could see more of the digital from the cover. Here's the second signature. Here's this gorgeous antique. Gosh, look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? I love this digital. This is from Blanca's Reflections as well. I love it. Gorgeous. I love anything vintage. And here's some more of that magazine. Here's some paper that I tea dyed, and it was yellow, but look at the color. Isn't it pretty? And then here, this is embroidery pattern. Isn't that cool? And then here, in a glycine rose dyed bag, is a vintage applique. And then lots of yummies you can put into your journal. So lots of little things from Nostalgic Garden, French labels. I love Nostalgic Garden. No, Nostalgic Dreams. I haven't done Nostalgic Garden yet. Nostalgic Dreams. So these are so fun. And then these are from French Curiosa, Blanca's Reflection, extra coupons I added in there. Yummy. So lots of yummies to play with. You gotta have yummies to play with, right? Alright, so there's lace down here. And then this tag, I'm trying to remember everything. This is gorgeous. And this was my mom's. And it's falling apart. There is a hole right here. It's falling apart. So I think I can only get one more pocket out of this. Isn't that so pretty? This is antique. This is so pretty. I think this is called filet. So pretty. And then here's the Swiss dot with a vintage applique on a dot so you can remove it. And then look at this gorgeous tag. So this is lace masterboard and I cut it into a tag shape and I just stapled everything in. It's so pretty. This, I do believe, is Baroque Impressions. So pretty. Oh, I love this so much. And I love how the journal folds everything naturally, so it just looks natural, right? This is coming across bright on the camera. It's a little bold, but I love it. I love color. Look at this. Look at this vintage lace here. Let me see if I can get it in here closer. I get so excited about vintage lace. Isn't that pretty? And here I made this charm here. And there's a little key. And these are vintage chandelier beads here. And teardrop pearl and a pearl. So pretty. I've been enjoying making charms. Alright, let's keep going here. So on the back side of that, I clipped on this tag. Just some more collaging, embossed paper, lace, chiffon. Love this perfume bottle. Love how vintagey it gives. And then on tea-dyed cardstock. Isn't that pretty? Okay, here, I'm trying to remember what I did here. I'm going to have to untie it because I have it tied on a bunch of papers. So, let's start doing that. So this is on a ball pin. And this is a piece of antique here. Now these are my mom's sea beads, and they're a champagne color, and she put them on a string, and I have two more, and I wanted to share because this is just gorgeous. So you could use it as it's strung here, kind of like I did, or you could cut all the string and put this in a bowl and use the sea beads. But it is a beautiful champagne color. So pretty. And then I just put it on a bulb pin here, and this gets clipped onto the Swiss dot. And how I did this was I pulled a piece of elastic. So when you cut it, you find a piece of elastic like this right here, and you just pull until it snaps and it makes a ruffle. Isn't that cool? And that was all by accident, so I was like, you know what, I love it, I'm gonna leave it. Alright, so this is wrapped around here, and here is another notepad, and I did some collaging. Here's a little just a little collage here. I'm trying to remember, did I staple this in? Yes, I stapled this one in. The other one I poked holes, right? And it's just lined papers. And on the bottom of this page, I put beads here and some crochet. And then here is some ledger paper. And I love this hourglass figure. So pretty, right? And then it opens like this, and 1893 here, and then here is the ledger paper, and it is together with that. Isn't that cool? And then here's the middle signature to this. And then I did a chiffon here with this gorgeous vintage lace that I pinned here. And then here is, and it's a beautiful pale pink color. And then here's another collage that I did. Notepad and lined papers. And I do believe I stapled this one as well. Yes. So that you can flip it up and write and whatever. That is so fun, right? So, and then here's the lace. So let's go ahead and tie her back up. Keep her nice and snug and safe. Plus, I love different elements to touch and feel. You know, I think it's fun. And then I just put it in a soft knot. Just put it in a soft knot. Let it dangle there. And let's go ahead and clip this pretty piece back on here. Now, I do believe that is flipped over. It's supposed to go like this in the front. I love the sound of the rain. And then I just clipped it through the soft knot there and let it dangle down naturally. I love that look. Hanging off the journal. So that is so pretty. Alright, and then here's this paper. Just a little light stamping. I wanted it faded looking. There's some more of that authentic Journal de Damzoise. And then here's some more tags here. These are pretty. So I love how the papers are big and thin. Here's this. Isn't this pretty? Here's another vintage lace. Look at this digital. I love the way this came out too. When I tea-dyed it, it kind of like, see the colors in here? I just think it came out so pretty. Alright. And then in this pocket here, this is beautiful linen here. Or cotton. I'm not even sure what it is. It's so pretty. It's vintage. Here's another yummy feather. Vintage feather. It even smells vintage, by the way. I love it. Vintage applique with chiffon on the lace masterboard. Isn't that just gorgeous? I love that. So pretty. Wow, this is a long video. My journals keep getting bigger and bigger. Okay, and then here's a big, large clip. I had to do it. I had to do it. So I added this lace into my lace bundles a few times. And I did use color to put into the flower. And I did tea dye it. Here's a pearl drop here. So this is a little snippet down here of vintage yummies. And then I tied down here some chiffon and Swiss dot and my vintage pearls at the bottom of the crochet piece. Let's turn it over so you can see it. See? And it dangles down. I backed it with this lace, and then this applique can be removed if you want it. This one. Rain's really coming down now. I love it. Perfect for my video. I love it. And then I kind of flip that bow up there. And then here is some more of the newspaper. And then here is a pocket with this gorgeous lace here. Vintage as well. And then look at these digitals. Blanca's Reflection in French Curiosa. Aren't they just pretty? Look at her. She's like, I can't wait to write my journal today. So pretty. Okay, and here we are at the end. So this is the back of the second signature and the front, back of the second signature, back of the cover. So we are finished. Don't you just love that sound? So I hope that you like my journal that I made here. And I hope that it inspires you to make something beautiful today. And I appreciate each and every one of you for coming by and hanging out with me. I appreciate you all so much. I just love you all so much, and I hope that you all have a gorgeous day today and enjoy your beautiful day. And I'm so thankful and grateful for you all. And this is a design team project for Jenifer Add a Trace of Sparkle. And if you are interested in this journal set, Blanca's vintage journal set, it'll be available in my Etsy shop. So I love you all, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye.